Good morning, Cherries fans, and welcome to this latest show here on Up the Cherries in all departments. Now, before I do welcome on my special guest, who you might all recognise, here's a little bit about our sponsors, Dental on the Banks. To find out what they can do for you, visit dentalonthebanks.co.uk. So, after our defeat against Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium, it's all apart from when we play Everton. It seems to be the same story week in, week out. However, we are playing this weekend a team that we were 2-0 down against and won 3-2 against earlier on in the season. We also, if you remember, had quite a good night against them in May last year season. I think we know who's coming up. And of course, it is a pleasure to welcome back onto the show from his channel, Dore on Tour. Of course, he's Mr. Dore. He's back. How are you doing, Mr. Dore?
Good to be back. Good to be back, and we've been in the Premier League. All these times we've been talking to it as a Championship side, but now we're both in the Premier League, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. And don't talk about the other game. Just don't talk about the other game.
Oh, that game that. Well, to be honest, it should have taken place a little bit earlier, shouldn't it? Let's be fair. You brought it up now. We've got to discuss it. Of course, it was a penultimate game of the season. It was perfect for the neutrals, but I've got to be honest, I was shitting it before that game. I'm sure you probably was as well.
Yeah, no, it's really, not really. I was shitting it, but excited at the same time because we didn't deserve to be in that position. If you know what I mean, after what happened at the start of the season, so. It's more than there was no pressure, was there, on us? If you look at
No.
it, because Bournemouth and Fulham, they was both there from the start of the season, and yeah, like I said, there was no pressure on us. But like I said, it was a good. I think the occasion got to us,
Yeah.
the players and the fans, because we got there and we thought, oh, we're gonna get a good result, blah blah blah. But you can just tell that the occasion got to us. And Bournemouth, like I think I remember the first half, we was really good. The first half, but then second half, Bournemouth went on top and scored that free kick, and that was it.
Do you know what? I can watch that all day long, that
I
free
can't.
kick.
I can't. I can't.
But in a way, and I'm thinking of this not as a Bournemouth fan, but if I was a Forest fan, I would have said that, of course, you had that great day out at Wembley. Winning a playoff final is probably, would you say, a better way to go up than finishing second. But if that day didn't happen, do you think it would have still been the same result?
I don't know. Like the Wembley experience. No, what the playoff experience
Hmm.
and the Wembley experience was. It was like wow. That's all I can say. It was wow. And the Sheffield United game, the first leg and second leg was like it was absolutely crazy. And when we won the penalty shootout against Sheffield United, it was just that was mad,
Hmm.
absolutely mad. And it was like it's my first time I went to Wembley as well. Because I said I'm not going to Wembley till Forest get there, and
Yeah.
then to witness that, like that, I want to go back again. I want to go back 12 months ago because it was one of the best experience that I've ever witnessed as a Forest fan, and it was mad. But would I do that again? Yeah, yeah. But top two is better because there's like it's just one place for grabs. So
Yeah.
if I do it again, top two, even champions. But going Wembley, it was just a one experience for all Forest fans.
See, that's one thing I'd love to do is, if we do end up in the championship again, it would be nice. Although is always that nagging doubt, isn't there, as you're going through
Mm,
the playoffs that could, you know, could it all go wrong?
mm.
Um, and let's be fair, with regards to the Sheffield United game, you had to get through on penalties against them.
Yeah,
So, of course, that is a lottery in itself. But yeah, it's good to have you with us. And, actually, I was delighted when Forest went up. I know that there was a lot of supporters and they were going, oh, yeah, we rather Huddersfield. But, I was delighted when Forest went up, mainly for one man.
yeah. It was like I said, it's 23 years, and to go up like that
Hmm.
is something that will never happen again. It would never happen again as a Forest
Yeah.
fan because, like I said, it was a crazy journey for all Forest fans, crazy journey for me because I went to every game.
Hmm.
Um, and like to do what I do, like I said, it was like like I said, Steve Cooper, like I said, when he first joined, right, all Forest fans were just thought, oh, just get out the bottom three.
Yeah.
Because I'm not actually get bottom three because remember, like I said, when you came to our place
Hmm.
last season and beat us 2-1, and we had Chris Hooton, I thought, oh, we're going back to League One now, and it's like, oh, here we go, back to basics again. But for that to happen now, we're talking about Premier League football.
Hmm.
I've been on your show twice now, and we're talking about Championship football, and now we're talking about Premier League football. You got to pinch yourself and think about it. Like it's crazy still, but
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. We're enjoying it. Like I said, we know both teams. We've had like I said, you had a bad patch now. We've had a bad
Hmm.
patch. We've had a good patch now, but we can't.
Yeah.
We've got to. But we, as Forest fans, we've got to like think. Oh, listen, one defeat, and then we could back in the mix again. So listen, I prefer that than being a championship.
Yeah, I remember one of the shows that we did on here, we was talking about it after that game, the 2-1 defeat, and we were questioning whether or not Forest could stay up.
Mm,
But of course,
yeah,
what a story! It is a fantastic story.
it was a mad story. Like I said, I was depressed, football depressed, and
Mhm.
like when I think we lost to you lot, we lost to Stoke, we lost to Blackburn, lost to Middlesbrough, and like I was like, oh, like as a content creator, and you
Mhm.
go on every single stream again. Forest lost again. No, it's happened again, and but now 12 months after that, if you could rewind 12 months now, I'm in the big boys league, talking to Premier League content creators like
Mhm.
yourself. It's mind boggling, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, and like I said, it's good to be back in Premier League after 23 years. And listen to, I'm enjoying the ride. And right now, like I said, Forest are doing well with their form. We've not conceded yet in the league. I think
Mhm.
all we have conceded last three Premier League games we've not conceded. So it listen to me. We're enjoying it. I think we are enjoying it, but we've got to be stay. Forest got to stay focused on that.
Well, we need to make sure that we stay up because Forest seem to be doing a good job of it. Because of course, earlier on this season, I wasn't able to make it up to Nottingham for our Hooters chicken event. That has been it's been waiting for about 3 years now, isn't it?
Waited too long, and listen to me. I'm coming to Bournemouth on Saturday. I know where Nando's is, so you can pay. If you can pay for this time for the Nando's, but listen, man, I'm excited. I'm excited because remember the first time the game got cancelled because of you lot the wind
Oh,
in Bournemouth. I don't want to talk about it because it winds me up about it. But listen, I'm excited. Like I said, it's like you said, Bournemouth have not been playing well. 4-star, but we've
yeah.
got to take advantage. We've got to go in the front foot because if we don't, we'll lose. I'm that simple as that.
Well, at the moment, Mr. Dore, it is icy, so we haven't got much wind. But if it snows, somebody might forget to turn on the undersoil heating, and unfortunately, you'll have to all come down and then all go back. That-
Unbelievable. If that happens, I go absolutely berserk. If that happens,
it
this
won't,
can't happen
mate. It
again.
won't. It won't. But of course, a lot of supporters across the whole of the Premier League have noticed the players that Forest have signed, and Forest have made. How many are we up to? 24, are we?
24,
20.
24, 20, 24, 25, I think it is.
Yeah.
Listen to me,
Um.
right? Let me say something
Go on.
about this. We had no choice. I don't know. I
Agree.
think I can understand, but we had no choice.
Mhm.
And some players have been good. Some players have been awful. Some players are injured. Um, listen, I've said the story to every single content creator. The players that left, like Nottingham Forest, 25 players. Like, no, not 25. 20 players left.
Yep.
So if we brought in like 8 players, like all these pundits say, listen to me, we'll be like a Fulham.
Mhm.
People call it. Everyone keeps calling us a Fulham 2.0. But we're not. We want to be competitive. And
Mhm.
as you know, we brought in 2 Brazilians,
Yep.
good players as well, called Scarpa and Diallo.
Mhm.
29 years old. Scarpa was a Brazilian Player of the Year from the Brazilian League. Diallo, another player, another good youngster that Arsenal, Chelsea, Monaco were after.
Mhm.
And to get them, listen to me, right? It's not making a statement. I think we want to look to the future,
Yep.
and we all know the Premier League is going to be tough. We're gonna have more downs than ups. We've got to keep it real. Um, I think the players that we've got in, I think they are quality. Steve Cooper's the man to get the best out of players. It took us time. It took us time. We got some good results in the last 3 or 4 games. But listen, people can criticize how many players that we brought in. Let them. Let them talk about
Mhm.
Nottingham Forest. If they want to, let them. Forest will keep doing what they're doing, and talk sport. Sorry to say, I don't know why I mentioned them. They can keep yapping the mouth about us, but it is what it is. And yeah, we brought the 25 players in, and yeah, it's good.
Well, to be honest, you did have a hell of a lot of loan players, didn't you, in the Championship, I should say, last season.
Mm.
So effectively, I can understand exactly why you had to bring in that many players. Which players have really disappointed that come in?
Uh, I could mention Jesse Lingard. Like I said, he's injured now.
Mhm.
He's played like the games against was it Spurs. He played well in the cup. Crystal Palace. Then when he come back after the World Cup, then we played. He scored. He played well against Blackburn, and then he got injured.
Mhm.
But he's been really disappointing.
Yeah.
To be fair, because we know he's talented player, Jesse Lingard, and the reason we brought him, I think, because last season we played a 4-2-3-1, and
Mhm.
we needed that number 10 role because last season we had Zegano, James Garner, Cafu, Lolly.
Hmm.
And then come to Premier League, we had to get some experience like Jesse Lingard, and he hasn't started great for Forest, but I believe that I feel like he can get the best out of him now for the second half of the season, because like I said, he's injured now, but I
Yeah,
believe he can do it. But he's got to prove it to the Forest fans that he can, because whatever people say about what wages is on and da da da, he could have gone West Ham da da da. There's an interview out on YouTube about his struggles with things outside of football and that. And he said the atmosphere, like I said, it's one of the best atmospheres at the City Ground. But at the same time, that he's got to prove Forest fans that he's a real deal, and that he can make a massive part for Forest.
of course. This weekend could well be, and there's a lot of discontent at the moment because of the run we're on. It could be Gary O'Neill's final game potentially. With regards to Steve Cooper, when he was going through that tough run at the start of the season,
Mm.
there was a lot of questions over him. And I believe at one point he was favourite for the chop, wasn't he? Um, but they stood by him. And
Yeah.
did you always see it turn in the corner under Steve Cooper, or was there some doubt in the Forest fans' heads? And do you think that, considering Gary O'Neill is a rookie manager at the moment,
Mm.
do you feel that we should stand by him because he will turn the corner here?
The game that you mentioned about was Leicester City.
Yeah.
We got absolutely hammered 4-0.
Hmm.
We were awful. Let's put it plain and simple. It was absolutely shocking.
Hmm.
Um, and after the game, including myself, we were seeing Steve Cooper, blah blah blah, because of what the guys did for us. And whenever he gets sacked, he's still going to be a legend in every Forest fans,
Hmm.
whatever. The interview, and he did the interview straight after the game. I was going home, and the way he was talking, saying that he's not getting sacked.
Hmm.
3 or 4 days later, he was given a new contract. I was thinking, hey, what? This is a bit strange, because
Yeah.
everyone knows what the Forest owner is, Landres Marinakis, is like with second managers.
Hmm.
Because he's a winner. Let's keep it real. He's a winner. He wants to do stuff, and he wants the best for Nottingham Forest, like all Forest fans do.
Yeah.
Then Steve Cooper had to change everything. He had to change everything, formation and everything. And then we've come to the 4-3-3, and it's worked.
Hmm.
And it's really worked. And I said, we've had defeats against Arsenal, Man U, the big clubs.
Yeah.
The Premier League is ruthless.
Hmm.
And I said, when we had that 6 unbalanced defeats, Bournemouth was in that balance as well.
Yeah.
It is really tough. And then back to your point about Gary O'Neill,
Hmm.
we had that run. He was given a new contract, and that the Premier League's tough. Like I said, and you mentioned if Forest win against you lot, could Gary O'Neill be sacked? I don't know. Like I said, I feel sorry for him, because I personally think, unless I'm a Forest fan, I don't
Yeah.
think he should have got the job, because has he got margin experience in the lower leagues?
No, not at
Not
all.
really,
Not
and
at all.
that's a problem, because like I said, if with Steve Cooper's first time in the Premier League, and with the Marinakis, like I said, he's not really afraid to shoot the bullet.
Yeah.
I know you got new owners in and that, but you've got to give the manager time. I know, like I said, is it like you've not won a game since he took over?
Well, he took over after that pummeling by Liverpool.
Yeah,
um, you seem to do quite well against them. A couple of
I
weeks
love it.
later.
Yes, I love it. We
Yeah.
can talk about it if you want.
Yeah, we will. I'll tell you what, we can come to that game in a minute. But, of course, Gary O'Neill coming in temporary charge, and it just kept getting longer and longer and longer. And it mainly, I feel that it was because of the new owners that were taking over. Um, and then of course, we come to the Everton game. We had a little bit of a wobble beforehand, got beat by Southampton. Come to the Everton game, beat them. Of course, we had him in the cup just beforehand as well. And then he got offered the job full
Mm,
time. Since that point, he hasn't won a game.
mm,
So there is that question. A lot of fans do want him to go. Now,
mm,
I've met him. He's a very astute, down to earth person. He's very dedicated to the role. But let's be honest, he is still learning. And is the
mm.
Premier League a place where you can learn?
No, no. But and that's the thing, man. Actually, we mentioned Steve Cooper. Like this is his first time in the Premier League, and for
Yeah,
what he did for the club, he deserves that time.
yeah.
Bringing 25 players in, it wasn't his choice to bring all 25 players in. Like it's been documented. Like the owner's son brought some players in.
Hmm.
Shout out to Miltis Marinakis. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Um, it's going to be tough.
Hmm.
But it's going to be really, really tough. And with the situation going O'Neill, like I said, you've got a new owner, new board, and all that. And there's no time to have get hammered every single game and keeping the job because the thing about you say Gary O'Neill is a fantastic guy, but who do you support? Do you support Gary O'Neill or Bournemouth? That's like me saying
Exactly.
who do I support? Steve Cooper or Nottingham Forest? I support Nottingham Forest, but at the same time, Steve Cooper's done a fantastic job for us, and I think you lot should. It's a tough one because you're in
Yeah.
that rut. You're in that really bad rut, and I don't know. It's a hard one, but
Mm.
you got to give him time. And if we give you a hammer in on Saturday, then it is
Yeah.
what it is. It is what it is.
I said before this run, and including the Brentford game last week, I said that really we should get 6 points out of these next three games. That was a minimum I
Mm,
feel that Bill Foley wants. Um, of course, he's now got 6 points to get in two games, so he needs to win them both. Personally,
mm,
that is probably what Bill set him. So that's why I'm thinking if we lose this game, I think things might change in the boardroom. But
mm.
of course, we did mention we got pummeled there. You did very, very well against Liverpool, and to be honest, that was the start of the resurgence because before that, Forest were really, really struggling and looked heading back to the Championship. I
It
know it was
was.
very early days, but
Listen,
you know,
listen, listen. I mentioned the Leicester game. The Leicester game when we got battered 4-0. That I went to the game. I said we're going down. We
mhm,
are going back to the Championship because that performance was absolutely shocking. And then, like I said, we mentioned like the game we had to change formation, blah blah blah. The game against Aston Villa,
yeah,
I think we've drawn 1-1, and then we have Brighton the next game, and you can see it as we've got a point there.
mhm,
It was 0-0. We didn't have a shot on target, but a point's better than nothing.
yeah,
And then we had Liverpool the next game, and then we got 3 points. We had to do something because
mhm,
if we get pelted left, right, and centre by all the Premier League teams, we'll be rock bottom.
yeah,
Listen, like I said, the teams that we're getting battered, like I said, Man U,
mhm,
Arsenal, them top teams. Um, I've said we're in this mini league. We're in this mini league, like I said, from 13th to the bottom. That's
yeah,
our league. And Chris Pass are 13th, I think. We're 14th. And listen, it's going to be tough.
yeah,
And like I said, Bournemouth could get 2 wins and they could get out of it. That's how tight that mini league is. So if, if, when we do beat you on Saturday, I hope you do well. I hope you do well. But
Yeah.
listen, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for both teams.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think it's going to be a real challenge for us to stay up. But then again, you were saying that earlier on in the season, and it was all doom and gloom. And look at you now. I think Forest look very, very good
Mm.
from what I've seen. Of course, you beat that lot down to the M27.
Listen to me, they're not our rivals. Don't class us as our rivals. They're not our rivals. They talk about us more than we talk about them. So
Yeah,
they're not our rivals. It's plain and simple. But it was a good result.
yeah.
Great result for us. 2-0. First time we've won 2-0 this season.
Mhm.
We keep winning 1-0. But scoring 2 goals against them is a big result. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that team.
And you beat the Scummers down the road from us.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah, good result.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a first away win as well.
Yeah.
And like I said, we were good. We were good as a team. But like I said, yeah, we won 1-0.
Yeah.
We should have. Like I said, they were poor. They were poor.
Mhm.
They got, like I said, they dropped James Ball price and that, but they were shocking. And to get 3 points away from home, first away win this season. Listen to me, I'll take it. I'll take it. And this is what I said. These next games, like I said, we've got Bournemouth, we've got Leeds. These teams next, like I said, I think the next 5 teams are we've got Man City in that as well. Are so important. Are so important because, like I said, we need momentum and try and get away from that bottom 3. Because if we do, I believe that we can stay up. But like I said, there's going to be more downs and ups,
Yeah.
and like these next 3 games are massive for us, and hopefully that we can just smash you lot. Because I wasn't happy about the seat going. No, you're not even spoke about it, have you? When you beat 3-2.
Well, we can come on to that.
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Of course, you were 2-0 up, and then we come back and scored 3 goals in the second half. And believe it or not, that was Gary O'Neill's second game in charge, his first away game. What
Mm.
did you make of that day? Because it was in the bad run.
Listen to me. I think it's sad to say because I didn't go to the game. It was my mate Des's wedding. Crossed the
Oh, of
road.
course, yes, yeah.
Literally, it was crossed the road, and I watched back. I watched when I got home. I watched the whole game back. Even if we was 2-0 up, we were still shocking.
Yeah,
We were still poor. And I hate this guy. He scores past us every single time.
I know you're going to say.
Billing. He scores past us every single time. And when I saw Billing score past us, I thought, here we go. And then Sri Lanka scored his goal, and then it went downhill from then. I thought, listen, I'm so happy to go to the game. And again, it was embarrassing because we lost to Spurs, we lost to Man City, and when we got teams like yourself, I no disrespect to Bournemouth,
Yeah,
we should be winning. We should be winning your team as well with Fulham, but you beat us fair and square, and we were shocking, absolutely shocking when I watched the whole game.
I guess it's the home game as well. You
Yeah,
expect to beat those teams around you. Say,
yeah.
for example, when Leeds come down here, we expect to beat them. Of course, on Saturday we expect to beat you down here, but it's it was such a turnaround. I don't think Forest were terrible in the first
We
half,
were shocking.
but
After watching the game, yeah, we dropped Brennan Johnson and Konate got the
mhm,
goals. I still don't think we were great. I don't think we were great to be honest. Like
mhm.
my friends who went to the game, it was said to me, "Ben, it was 2-0 up, but it wasn't even great the first half." Um, and then when Bournemouth got the 3 goals, and my friend said, "But they deserved it because we were shocking." And this is when I said, "Welcome to the Premier League."
Yeah.
Because the Premier League, they've got like no teams going to feel sorry for us. And the best thing about it, because I'm so happy we've gone past the 11 point mark, past the Derby mark. So I'm happy with that. So that So that's all that matters. But now I've got 20 points. Just hopefully that we can just move forward and to get some more better results.
You had to put them in there, didn't you? You're getting past that 11-point mark.
We had to. I was nervous, but
That'll never be beaten. You could put Colchester United in the Premier League, and they would still get more points than Derby.
no chance. So the Premier League's tough.
Yeah.
The Premier League it's a tough league, and I think who's bottom of the league? So far? Is it Everton? I don't know. Is it Everton?
Southampton still
Southampton. How many points Southampton got? I don't know how many points they got.
15, or all three teams in the bottom
Oh,
three.
so
15.
Derby. You know what? Why are we not celebrating about that? Derby is still the worst team in the Premier League. Then
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So listen, the Premier League's brutal, absolutely brutal. But like I said, we've gone to 20 20-point mark, and yeah, listen, let's stay focused, just get a positive result. I'll take a point against Bournemouth. I'll take a point, and yeah, no, I'll take 3 points because we've got to take advantage of this shocking performance that you have been.
Well, this is the thing that we're concerned about, because with Forest, of course, all those players coming in, they were always going to take time to click. But I think from what we've seen recently, they have clicked. And personally, I think that we are in need of a few reinforcements, just to make us stronger. There's a couple more questions I want to ask you about. Of course, one man, Steve Cook. When he's got game time this season, what's he look like, and should he have got more?
I feel like Steve Cook, right? I said it. What he did for Nottingham Forest last season, he came in January, and he did. It was one of the best signs of January Forest ever had. Like I did a little thing to say like who's been the best January transfer window, and Steve Cook. Quite a lot of people said Steve Cook, and he was. But being in the Premier League, like I said, I think he started. He didn't start the first game. I think he come on against Everton. And like I said, his old age is not going to get much game time because playing against players like Haaland, Kane, them top strikers in Premier League. Listen, they're going to actually hammer you. So with Steve Court, like I said, him and Scott McKenna, wasn't playing great. I'll keep it real.
Yeah.
They wasn't playing great. Steve Court is a person that if we're winning, he can come on last 10, 15 minutes and get it and give us his experience. That's the type of player that we need in the Premier League, and we need him. Like I said, people can go on about his age, and he's not much mobile. He's always deep, really deep when it comes to defending. But listen to me, I think we need him. We need him if something bad happens, because we got, like I said, Willy Bolly, he got injured. Scott McKenna hasn't been playing great as well. And if any of our defenders gets injured, then we can call up Cook. But at the same time, he's not being the Cook that we knew him last season. So he's not being game time. But we need him. We need him from now to the end of the season.
To be honest, I think Scott Parker and Steve Cook just didn't see eye to eye. And of course, there was a couple of tweets as well that Steve Cook liked after Parker left the club, that made quite clear that Steve wasn't particularly happy. I'd have him back tomorrow here because, of course, we've got defensive issues. I would have Steve Cook back here tomorrow. But you feel that Steve Cooper will keep him?
As you know, Forest, we're buying so many players. If Forest buy another centre back this season, in this window, maybe Steve Cook will leave. But players are dropping like flies at the seat ground now. So, right at this point, I think we need him. with all the players that are getting injured. So I personally think they'll keep it in the January and he won't leave.
And of course, there is another former Cherry who Nottingham Forest have been linked with. Now, the link to Forest has been quite. It's not been as strong as others, but Arnaut Danjuma.
Oh, him.
Yeah,
Oh, him.
Arnaut Danjuma. He's
Oh,
been
him.
linked back here. He's been linked to Forest. He's been linked to Aston Villa, Everton, and of course Newcastle as well. But Eddie's. It hasn't seemed like anything's happening at Newcastle at this moment in time. So I think it's possibly one of us of the four. But
Mm.
and do you think? Well, do you think he would get game time at Nottingham Forest?
The problem is, like I said, we've got loads of forwards. We've got loads
Yeah.
of forwards, and he'll give us a different dimension. If
Mhm.
he did come to Forest, like I said, I've not really seen him play as much, if I'm honest. But if he came to Forest, maybe it can be a squad player because
Mhm.
we've got a big squad, especially
Yeah.
the attacking lineup we have. Like we've got Brennan Johnson, Mark Gibbs White, Scarpa, Jesse
Mhm.
Lingard, um, Dennis. Who else we got? Can play attacking. O'Brien. Listen, we've got a good team, but if he improves Forest, if he comes to the squad to improve, then why not? Why not? Well, that means we have to get rid of one of the other attacking lineup because we've got a big squad. Like,
Mhm.
well, Alex Mighton, he's just come back on loan from Sheffield Wednesday. That didn't really get much game time as well. But if he comes to Forest, then why not? Why not? That's my answer.
Well, we would absolutely love him back here, but I can't see why he would go to Everton.
No.
I can't see that.
He'll go to
Plus,
Everton. He'll go to Everton if Lampard goes. It's simple as that.
yeah. Plus, I don't think Everton have got much money really. I think they're really struggling.
They spend and they spent like 500 million, and they're not done really, not done it, have they?
Yeah, no, they haven't done. I think over a number of years, and of course the stadium as well. They have just blown money, really, haven't they?
100%. But they've been. I don't know. No one's going to Everton.
No.
The only player that I love you can that can go to Everton is Harry Arter, another ex Bournemouth player,
Yeah.
because he's shocking as well. He's still at club, earning so much wages. If you want Harry Arter back at Bournemouth, take him on free transfer. I'll get a taxi and I'll pay the taxi fare to you lot. But yeah, we're the I don't know. We've got too many players now, but the player on about, like I said, if yeah, he could come to Forest if he improves, if he makes a massive improvement to the team.
I heard he liked the seaside though, so he can come here. I'd
Nah, it's
rather
all
him.
right. We've got Market Square,
Yeah,
and that would do him.
yeah. Well, final question before we get onto it. But of course, um, the weather conditions aren't going to be particularly very nice this weekend.
Don't start this again. Don't
It's
start this.
going to be icy. It's not windy. I can assure you, the weather forecast isn't windy here, but it's going to be icy. It's going to be cold, um, and it's going to be difficult conditions. Let's say, um, considering you have got a team, that come from, of course, three Brazilians now. You've recently signed Danilo as well, haven't you?
Mm.
Um, how are they finding it? Have they adapted? They've done well in the recent weeks, but
We've got three. Like I said, we've got Scarpa. He came in
mhm,
January for Forest. Um, and Scarpa, like, he can like he's a player that I mentioned that number 10 role, and
Yeah.
he's done. He's been all right. He's adjusting to the Premier League,
Hmm.
and the passing that he does is like it's mind-boggling. Because how has he done that pass and that?
Yeah.
But he's learning, and he has just the weather.
Hmm.
Like the game against Southampton, he come on for the last 15 minutes, and his passing was just immense. The
Yeah.
game against Wolves as well.
Hmm.
There's things that you have to learn, like his
Yeah.
pressing, when to press, and his I won't say his final decision because it's his final decision. Like I said, the first thing he does when he gets the ball, he looks up and you see if the player's looking up. So, but he's learning to play in the Premier League. Like he's 29 years old as well, and he's learning. Diallo, like we signed him the other day. I
Hmm.
think will he make his debut against Bournemouth in the cold weather? He's got to soon because it's going to be cold every bloody game that he plays in.
Hmm.
So he's a talent. He's talent. Let's say when you see big clubs after him, then you know he's a big deal.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can make a massive impact to the end of the season. As well with Lodi, another left back that we got from
Hmm.
Atletico Madrid. Like I said, he started really. He's shocking. He was shocking at the start.
Yeah.
Like the Leicester game, he was awful, absolutely awful. And like I said, I mentioned that Aston Villa game when we drawn 1-1. He was getting there. He was getting there, but then slowly he was improving after improving. But he needs to be better. He needs to be
Yeah.
better. And I think I don't know. I didn't know he was 24 years old or 25. He's still young.
Yeah.
And listen, we've got a good squad, and especially when I mentioned Scarpa, if he plays well, we win,
Hmm.
and that's what it is. If he plays well, we win. That's it.
To be fair, we've got Senesi at the back as well, and Senesi, of course, an Argentinian international, played in the Dutch league, and I think it took quite a while for him to adapt to the Premier League. And it's quite interesting to see how Forest stars have actually adapted.
Mm.
Before we go on to the prediction, Mr. Dore, um, do tell us everything about Dore on Tour because it's a fantastic channel. You have got one of the main men of the show behind you as well, interviewed him, and also a certain Mr. Beast as well. To be fair, I didn't know anything about Mr. Beast, and I had to get my son to explain to me what Mr. Beast was. But far away.
So my channel is Dore on Tour. I do Forest content for home and away, previews, reviews. Um, I interview ex-Forest players like Kevin Campbell. He was on my show recently with Des, and we talk about Forest. And we have guests. I got my usual panel from last season as well. The Mr. Beast situation. Oh, do I have to talk about it? It's crazy. So I cut it short. I liked the video. All I did was
Hmm.
subscribe, and then I was at work. Then I got a message from someone. I thought it was a scam, so I ignored it. Then
Yeah.
about 30 minutes later, I saw like another. I saw tons of messages. Well done, congratulations. And I first thinking, what the hell is this? So I've gone back to the first message from the guy. I said, "Oh, I said to him, is this a wind up?" He went, "No, you've won a Mr. Beast 10 million play button." So I've gone on Mr. Beast's channel, and you know the banner.
Yeah.
It says congratulations to Dore on Tour. Listen to me, I went berserk on my night shift. I couldn't believe it, and I was getting message after listen to me for the last that day for the last 3 or 4 days. My channel was going up, 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 and then everyone was messaging me about it. I was like, and all like me, my niece and nephews was talking about it like, you want Mr. Beast, can I see it? I was like, no, I was like, what? But I've got it. I've got it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, go for it, mate. Go
Right.
for
Well,
it. Here we go. Bloody hell, it comes in its own case as well, Mr. Dore.
yeah. So here it is.
Oh, that is amazing, mate.
So that's
That
it.
is amazing.
And Mr. Beast signed it as well.
Fantastic.
So that's it.
And it's huge as well, isn't it? It's quite a thick thing.
Yeah, it's
Is it
thick.
heavy?
Yes. Yeah. So
That
it is mad. 100, I want it 116 million people as well. So,
bloody hell.
but yeah, that's
Mr. Dore, what's the lottery numbers?
can't tell you that. Can't tell you that.
We'll just have a share, shall we? Then we could have Hooters all year long.
No, you're paying. You're paying.
But if we share
no.
the lottery, then you know.
No, I don't share. With 2023 now, I'm not sharing. Hear that? I'm not sharing. With 2023, if I win the lottery, you're still paying.
No, fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You sit on your 150 million. Before we let you go, Mr. Dore, it's always a pleasure when you come on. And it's
Thank you.
always a laugh, mate. You know, absolutely love
We've got to have
having
a
you.
laugh sometimes, in there. But after the game, I'll bring the tissue. I'll bring the tissues for you because yeah.
We will be doing a free for all as well. So I will hold you to that. But I'll also bring the tissues for Forest as well, just in case.
Not happening. It's not happening this time. After what happened at your place last season, nah, not happening. Not happening. Not
You know,
happening.
alternatively, the free for all might not happen. The game might not happen. It might just get snowed off at
No,
12
it's not.
o'clock.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Not a chance.
All right. Well, considering the game's going ahead this time,
Better be.
yep. Mr. Dore has already got his tickets. He's got
Yeah.
the train tickets. It's all ready. And, you
Car.
know,
I'm going car.
oh, there we are. He's going in the car, you know. So at the end of the day, it's got all planned. Hotel down here.
No. Just on the way there and on the way back.
Oh, you're not in town this time round.
No, not this time. No, the first time when the game got banned, I went on there. I don't. There's the thing. I don't drink. I don't drink, and I was an
Yeah.
alcoholic. I was an alcoholic that night. So, nah, there's not a chance.
So the game's going ahead.
You better do.
How's it gonna unfold? I should say.
Forest win 3-0. Forest win 3-0. I personally think, and I think you forgot to mention ex Cherry player. I personally think will score. Striker, Mr. Sam Sturridge, will come back and. But I know you lot don't like him. I've been here.
To be honest, I don't mind him. Yeah, I know that a couple of our fans weren't particularly happy with his dad.
Shout out to Phil. I love Phil.
Do you know what? Actually,
shout out to Phil. He's a top guy, Phil. I love him.
I spoke to Phil actually after all that was going on, and actually, he was a really nice bloke. He's a really, really nice guy.
It's Phil. Like I said, I talk to him all the time before and after the game, and
Yeah.
him and his son as well, his another son. Top people, and they always show me love to my channel all the time.
Yeah.
And he's a top bloke, Phil. I know. Like I said, he has said a few. He told me about the way when Sam was at your club, I think giving a good time there. But listen to me, he's a top guy, Phil.
Yeah.
Top dude, and I don't know why Bournemouth fans hate him so much. Like, yeah, it's happened, but he's a human being. Show him love. Shout out to Phil. I can tell Phil this.
Completely agree. Yeah, you're gonna have to send it on to Phil. And Phil, please get in contact with me because I know that we was going to do it. Yeah, definitely, mate. Because he was going to come on and do an interview with us, but I think because of this timing, it wasn't.
Yeah,
I think he was advised against it. However, I'm going to do my prediction. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative, but I'm going to go for a 2-0 Bournemouth win.
Ooh.
And it's going to be your friend that scores both goals, Mr. Billing.
No, it's not. That's not happening. Yeah, you know what? Actually, let me tell you my prediction. Because he scored passes every single time, so I'll say 3-1. He scores passes all the time, so sick of him.
So he's going to score one. If
One.
he doesn't score, he sets it up because, of course, he set up that goal for Kiefer Moore that day, didn't he, as
Yes,
well? So
exactly. So that's my point. So that why does he have to play? Can't get injured or something like that. You always score passes. You score passes. Has he been playing? Has he been starting?
yes, he's been starting.
It's sake, man.
He's in great form, ready to go into it. I saw on Instagram he's got a new pair of boots specially for this game.
Oh, great. Thanks. That's what I need.
That's all. That's
Nah.
all right, mate.
No,
That's all.
Sam. I mean, no, Billy. No chance. No chance.
Well, Mr. Dore, it's been a pleasure. I am sure on Sunday night at some point you'll probably join us, won't you, for a gas,
Don't know. I might be upset.
depending on the result.
No, I do my review shows on Sunday night at 9 o'clock anyway. So
Yeah.
see how that folds and that.
No, fair enough. Well, by all means, I can come on your review show, and
Yep.
likewise, come on here whenever you want.
Yep.
And if you're unavailable, send Phil in.
Oh, I'll send Phil in. I'll
Send
message him.
Phil in.
I'll
Yeah.
message him.
No, it would be great to have him on actually to talk about, his son and Sam Surridge was a good player for us. I think so much potential, so much potential
Mm.
that probably been tapped
The
into.
problem is, like I said, when we signed him in January, because Grabby got injured, and then we
Hmm.
brought him from Stoke.
Yeah,
Like he wasn't starting as much because we had Keenan Davis, and then when Davis got injured, that's when he started playing games. And the thing with and this is with Sam, like I said, he's a great finisher.
yeah,
When it comes to first touching, he can bang him. But then this season, like I said, he's not had much game time. Everyone knows about the operation that he had
yeah,
straight after Wembley, and then he started against Newcastle, and he just hasn't had that game time. And then when he played against Blackpool in FA Cup, 3 chances like a striker should be scoring,
hmm
and the decent chances. Even the Phil went mad. I remember I was in front of
yeah.
Phil, and he went mad. And then the game against Leicester, I think it was Serge Aurier crossed it in, and again he should be scoring.
Yeah,
But listen to me, he just needs that goal. Like all strikers just need that goal to get the confidence. Let's see, it's going to be tough for him, but
hmm
I want him to get game time. And if it's not just for Forest, it'd be someone that will give him game time, not just sit on the bench, because he is a good player. And
yeah,
like I said, I've always said he's one of the best finishers in the club.
hmm
But it's confidence more than anything.
yeah. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, you're right, and it would delight me to actually see him do well for Forest, but not this weekend. Please, not
No,
this
I
weekend.
want to score three. I want to score three.
No, I'm sure Phil would be absolutely delighted with that,
Oh,
but
I love it. I think I love it.
but
Shout out to
yeah,
Phil.
hopefully, you know, the following week, Sam, score as many as you want. But yeah, just let's take it easy. But yeah, like I say, Mr. Dore, an absolute pleasure to have you on again. And
No worries.
yeah, no doubt we'll see you very, very soon. Hopefully not with a smile on your face.
Hopefully, we're both going to stay in the Premier League.
Oh yeah, most definitely though. Most
Mm,
definitely.
100%.
Um, even if we pull clear, I would love to see Forest stay up.
I'll look to that. I'll love that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure you would do. I'm sure you would.
100%. 100%.
A pleasure, mate. Cheers.
We can love up the Reds.
Up the cherries. And thank you everybody for joining us on this show. Please remember to hit the like, the subscribe, the bell button below to be alerted to any new videos we do here on Up the Cherries in all departments. Now, before we do go, I normally do mention at this point about future videos and things like that. But of course, we did lose a close friend to us on Tuesday, and ahead of the game, a number of fans have been trying to get a memorial during the game to take place, and one thing that has been suggested by myself and also taken on by a number of fans is actually applauding for Algard in the 61st minute. Of course, it would have been his 62nd birthday in March. So please do, on the 61st minute, stand and applause for Algard. It would mean the world to his family and, of course, all his friends as well. Until the next video, up the cherries, and we'll see you then.